Have a good stream, everyone. Have a good stream. Have a good night, everyone.
Motherfucker. I can't believe it. I can hear myself. Oh shit, that's Disco slang, bro. Hello, guys. About that. What I actually have for lunch, bro? Shit, bro. I didn't even change the fucking. First of all, I don't even have my jazz on. I didn't change the name of my fucking frog, bro. What did I eat? Soup. I ate fucking soup. Christmas jazz. Hi, guys. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna try a different jazz today. How about that? Yeah. Welcome in. Nail check. Nail check now that, I don't have any fucking polish in the cuticles. Nail check. Nyung. Very fade. So easy to peer pressure. Fuck, dude. I'm such a fucking bozo. Like, unironically. I fucking can't believe this. I'm about to end so many people's streaks. Also, I just realized I can't alt-tab again because of fucking CSGO serve. Thanks, dude. Nyung. Let me move this to not my main monitor. Anyways, I guess the plan is finish Tales of Despereaux. Maybe. We'll see how far we get. Until my throat dies again. Serve brain rot. Oh yes. Also, is it at a faster speed than normal? Oops. Oops, exposed. I watch my videos on 1.75 speed or 2x speed. Thanks for the follow, Night Mother. Let me give you a big hand heart. Yeah, so obviously, Neat had a huge W stream. Did we give him a shout out? God, man, being a slash shout out. No! No, he needs my shout out. He does deserve a lot of things. You could have given yourself a shout out, to be honest. Mr. Very. I can't fucking alt tab. Can't alt tab. Running to get food. Was it chicken nuggies? I was saying. You mentioned that fucking yeah. Shout out yourself. Okay, here's the thing. Whenever you get nuggies, do you get the 10 piece or the 20 piece? I saw you saying that your dasher was going the opposite direction, and I thought your fries 100% got jacked. 10. Can you go to sleep with my stream? Of course. Anyways. It's gonna be reading, so it's perfect. Yes. Perfect, you know? It's an audiobook type beat. Okay, so brief synopsis. French rat falls in love with human girl. Fucking gets thrown into the dungeon where there's Italian rats for some reason, who wants to ruin the life of the princess because he is a rat. Map on DoorDash kept showing the driver going in the opposite direction. Okay, and we're on chapter 39, Missing, which is where fucking... Oh, fuck, I swear to God her name is like a slur, dude. I don't feel like... We just call her Migs. Rip Andre's streak. Did he end up sleeping? A rat? This is a story about Neat. Rip everyone's streaks, bro. I can't believe I actually got peer pressured into this. You guys are fucking for evening right now. Your streak intact. You're the #1 like supporter of me going live right now, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyways, let's begin. The sun rose and shed light on what Roscuro and Miguri So had done. See, this is what I mean, dude. I have to match your stream time out, by the way. Absolutely not, bro. You pull like 6 hour streams easy peasy. 4 hours, 6 hours. You and Starboy are dead. Oh shit, dude. Starboy's streak is so cooked. Starboy's streak is so fucking cooked. Oh no, dude. Okay. The sun rose and shed light on what Roscuro and Migso had done. Doing everyone ping, bro. Dude. And finally, Despereaux awoke. But alas, he awoke too late. I haven't seen her, Louise was shouting. And I tell you, I wash my hands of her. If she's missing, I say good riddance. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Despereaux sat up. He looked behind him. Oh, his tail. Gone. Given over to the knife, and where the tail should be, nothing but a bloody stump. And more foul play. Gregory dead, shouted Cook. Poor old man. That rope of his broken by who knows what, and him lost in the dark and frightened to death because of it, is too much. My best man, Gregory, died? Playing Prey after this, by the way? Ayo, who said that? Who said that? Low-key, what I wanted to do was stream me taking off my nails after. Also, my music is kind of quiet. Oops. Oops. Greg was the goat. Exactly. Exactly. Now he's dead. Hold on. Pause. Old art. Of course, I think it's pretty cool that you're comfortable with whatchamacallit, sharing your art. Makes me insecure every single time. Oh no, whispered Despereaux. Oh no, Gregory is dead. The mouse got to his feet and began the long climb down from the shelf. Once he was on the floor, he stuck his head around the door of the pantry and saw Cook standing in the center of the kitchen, wringing her fat hands. Beside her stood a tall woman jangling a ring of keys. Where the fuck did my water bottle go? Fucking had it with me. I am glugging. Bad art. Crooks, I think your art is great. It's very, very, like, consistent. Like, super, super consistent, and it's a good style. Finally, some good fucking glugs. Beside her stood a tall woman jangling a ring of keys. So not me. That's right, said Louise. All the king's men was down there searching for her in the dungeon, and when they come back up, who do they have with them? They have the old man. Dead. And now you tell me that Mig is missing, and I say who cares? Despereaux made a small noise of despair. He had slept too long. The rat had already acted. The princess was gone. What kind of world is it, Miss Louise, where princesses are taken from right under our noses and queens drop dead and we cannot even take comfort in soup? And with this, Cook started to cry. Shh, said Louise. No soup, dude. I had soup today. Did I update my fucking thing? Oops. Did I update my stream title? Is this playing music? It is playing music. I was like, where's this fucking vocal? Where are these fucking vocals coming from? Okay. I beg you, do not say that word. Soup! Shouted Cook. I will say it. Nobody can stop me. Soup! 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 And then she began to cry in an earnest, wailing and sobbing. There, said Louise. She put a hand out to touch Cook, and Cook slapped it away. Hello, Waffle. Good evening. It'll be alright, said Louise. Oops. But dupe. Too late, Neat, too late. Get fucking unbadooped. It'll be alright, said Louise. Cook brought the hem of her apron up to wipe at her tears. It won't, she said. It won't be alright ever again. They've taken our little darling away. There ain't nothing left to live for without the princess. Despereaux was amazed to have exactly what was in his heart spoken aloud by such a ferocious, mouse-hating woman as Cook. Having girl dinner? What are you having? Some hot Cheeto and energy drink? Hell yeah, dude. You should fucking chug that 940 milliliter drink that you have. I can't believe it's fucking huge, dude. That's a fucking America moment for real. Louise again reached out to touch Cook, and this time Cook allowed her to put an arm around her shoulder. What will we do? What will we do? Wailed Cook, and Louise said, Shh, there. Alas, there was no one to comfort Despereaux, and there was no time anyway for him to cry. He knew what he had to do. He had to find the king. Having boy dinner, a whole pizza and energy drink? I wish that were me. Or, having heard Roscuro's plan, reader, Despereaux knew that the princess was hidden in the dungeon. And being somewhat smarter than Mig's so, he sensed the terrible unspoken truth behind Roscuro's words. He knew that Mig could never be a princess, and he knew that the rat, once he captured the pea, would never let her go. Reader, you should go get your food, but you're so lazy. I fucking love food. I think the one motivation in my life is fucking food. Boy breakfast? I don't even fucking eat breakfast, man. It makes me feel sick. It takes too much time. I have to be out the door in like 5 minutes sometimes because I wake up 20 minutes past my alarm, and then I'm like, oh shit, dude, I'm late for work. Late for work, and I don't want to get fired. And so, the small mouse who had been dipped in oil, covered in flour, and relieved of his tail, slipped out of the pantry and past the weeping ladies. He went to find the king. I'm always... By like usually only 5 minutes, but there was that one day. Miracle, I still have a job. You know, I should really just become unemployed, and then that way I could go back to streaming like 5 hours per day. Wouldn't that be crazy? That's a concept. Chapter 40, Forgiveness. So true. For a wage cook, I can't afford to be late. I need to earn some money. I fucking hate capitalism, but I do love money. He went first to the throne room, but the king was not there. Making hot cocoa. You have 940 milliliters of fucking drink that you have to drink, and you're not drinking it because you're gonna drink hot cocoa. And so Despereaux slipped through the hole in the molding and was making his way to the princess's room when he came upon the mouse council, 13 mice, and one most very honored head mouse. Sitting around their piece of wood debating important mouse matters. Despereaux stopped and stood very still. The mouse community will remember this. Fellow honored mice, said the most very honored head mouse, and then he looked up from the makeshift table and saw Despereaux. Despereaux, he whispered. The other mice of the council leaned forward, straining to make some sense of the word that the head mouse had just uttered. Pardon? One said. Excuse me? Said another. I didn't hear that right, said a third. I thought you said Despereaux. The head mouse gathered himself. He tried speaking again. Fellow members, he said. A ghost! A ghost! And he raised a shaking paw and pointed at Despereaux. The other mice turned and looked. And there was Despereaux Tilling, covered in flour, looking back at them, the telltale red thread still around his neck like a thin trail of blood. Despereaux, said Lester. Son, you've come back. As if this fucking dad can act like he cares now, dude. He's the one who was like, oh, fucking my son is speaking with a human woman, to the dungeon. Despereaux looked at his father and saw an old mouse whose fur was shot through with grey. How could that be? Despereaux had only been gone a few days, but his father seemed to have aged many years in his absence. Son, ghost of my son, said Lester, his whiskers trembling. I dream about you every night. I dream about beating the drum that sent you to your death. I was wrong. What I did was wrong. Anyways, here's a fucking picture. Very cute. It's fucking little Despereaux, dude. He's so fucking cute. I love rats. I mean mice. I love rats and mice. People happy! What's up, Fire? No, called the most very honored head mouse. No. I've destroyed it, said Lester. I've destroyed the drum. Will you forgive me? He clasped his front paws together and looked at his son. No, shouted the head mouse again. No. Do not ask the ghost to forgive you, Lester. You did as you should. You did what was best for the mouse community. The mouse community will remember that. Lester ignored the head mouse. Son, he said. Please. Despereaux looked at his father, at his gray-streaked fur and trembling whiskers, and his front paws clasped together in front of his heart. And he felt suddenly as if his own heart would break in two. His father looked so small, so sad. The fuck is this late stream? Fucking Neat stole my broadcasting time, bitch! Also, technically, what, are we an hour ahead or an hour back? Fucking daylight savings, bro. Fucking Neat. Forgive me, said Lester again. We went back 1 hour, so it's 4 a.m. Shit. Forgiveness, reader, is, I think, something very much like hope and love. A powerful, wonderful thing. And a ridiculous thing, too. So true, author. Isn't it ridiculous, after all, to think that a son could forgive his father for beating the drum that sent him to his death? Isn't it ridiculous to think that a mouse could ever forgive anyone for such perfidy? Perfidy? But still, here are the words Despereaux Tilling spoke to his father. He said, I forgive you, Pa. And he said those words because he sensed that it was the only way to save his own heart, to stop it from breaking in two. Despereaux, reader, spoke those words to save himself. And then he turned from his father and spoke to the whole mouse council. You must eat. 07. Thanks for dropping by, Night Mother. Or thanks, I guess, for following Neat's raid and coming over. Where was I? And then he turned from his father and spoke to the whole mouse council. You were wrong, he said. All of you. You asked me to renounce my sins. I ask you to renounce yours. You wronged me. Repent. Never. Streak collected, time for bed. Dude, I feel so bad for the people whose streaks I'm fucking inting by going live at fucking 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm about to get so many angry messages. Never, said the head mouse. Water? Sure, man. I fucking love water. I heckin' love hydration. Despereaux stood, opening up the Death Threads DM right now. Despereaux stood before the mouse council, and he realized that he was a different mouse than he had been the last time he faced them. He had been to the dungeon and back up out of it. He knew things that they would never know. What they thought of him, he realized, did not matter. Not at all. Yeah, that's why I go on D&D, so that nobody can hear the badoop of an angry DM. Where's my streak? Where's my streak? And so, without saying another word, Despereaux turned and left the room. After he was gone, the head mouse slapped his trembling paw on the table. Mice of the council, he said. We have been paid a visit by a ghost who has told us to repent. We will now take a vote. All in favor of saying that this visit did not occur. Vote aye. Can't believe you ruined my muse streak. Oh. Your parents are watching Kimi and Poldo. That's crazy. Or could never. Truly, I could never, dude. I just hate the fucking bangs on the main character. I can't go back. Listen, it's a period of like self-reflection where I'm like, man, I used to have those bangs, and they fucking sucked. I hate bangs like that. But that's just me. I'm a bully. I am a bitch. This has been established. I am such a hater. And from the members of the Mouse Council, there came but a tiny but emphatic chorus of ayes. Only one mouse said nothing. That mouse was Despereaux's father. How'd I get bitch from bully? It's a self-proclamation. Neat as Raven. No, it's audio, technically. if we wanna pick somebody, single them out, yeah, it's audio. You would never hate me. I could never hate you either. Only one mouse said nothing. That mouse was Despereaux's father. Lester Tilling had turned his head away from the other members of the Mouse Council. He was trying to hide his tears. Dude, I have so many fucking ops in my life. To be fair, I have so, there's a lot of ops. He was crying, reader, because he had been forgiven. Okay, chapter 41. The Tears of a King. Despereaux found the king in the P's room, sitting on his daughter's bed, clutching the tapestry of her life to his chest. He was weeping. Although weeping really is too small a word for— oh shit, dude. Thank you, Needs. Always much appreciated. You keep finding out you have ops. Dude, I can't. The wanted poster fucking sent me. The wanted poster fucking sent me. You'd never gift to a woman. Because you're misogynistic, SMH. Time and time again, I really do think to myself, man, it's crazy that I'm not a fucking misogynist. It's the woman debuff. Woman. Although weeping really is too small a word for the activity that the king had undertaken. Tears were cascading from his eyes. Your favorite op, your AWP rifle. A small puddle had formed at his feet. I am not exaggerating. The king, it seemed, was intent on crying himself a river. Reader, have you ever seen a king cry? When the powerful are made weak, when they are revealed to be human, to have hearts, their diminishment is nothing short of terrifying. You can be sure that Despereaux was terrified. Absolutely. But he spoke up anyway. Sir, the mouse said to the king. But the king did not hear him, and as Despereaux watched, King Philip dropped the tapestry and took his great golden crown from his lap and used it to beat himself on the chest over and over again. You've seen yourself cry, so yeah? You're so big and powerful, dude. The king, as I have already mentioned, had several faults. He was nearsighted. He made ridiculous, unreasonable, difficult to enforce laws, and much in the way of Mig's so, he was not exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer. But there was one extraordinary, wonderful, admirable thing about the king. He was a man who was able and willing to love with the whole of his heart. And just as he had loved the queen with the whole of his heart, so too he loved his daughter with the whole of it, even more than the whole. He loved the Princess P with every particle of his being, and she had been taken from him. But what Despereaux had come to say to the king had to be said, and so he tried again. Gonna send me the brain of it? Okay. Excuse me, he said. He wasn't certain, really, how a mouse should address a king. Sir did not seem like a big enough word. Despereaux thought about it for a long moment. Skyrim intro, but his brain rot? Okay, pause.
Hey, you. You're finally woke. You were trying to hop the border, right?
What the fuck?
Ridded right into that Imperial Mog, same as us. And that beta over there.
Phantom, you stormcucks. Skibidi was fine until you rizzed along. Simpire was chill AF. If you weren't malding, I could have copped that whip and been halfway to Gunnerfell.
Gunnerfell is crazy.
You there, you and me. We shouldn't be here for real on gods. It's these stormcucks the Simpire wants.
Stormcucks?
We're all gooners and stepsisters in binds now, Rizzler.
Quit yapping back there.
And what's got bro down?
Stormcucks, really mad.
You're yapping at Ulfric Stormcuck, the true short king.
Listen, we love our short
The
kings.
Sigma of Windhelm? You're the leader of the Rizbellion. But if they've copped you? On gods, where are they thug shaking us?
I'm so confused.
But Kaisinath awaits.
Kai, seen that?
No, this is Cap. This must be Cap.
Hey, what goon cave are you from, Beta?
Why are you doxing me, Chud?
Why are you
The Rizzler's last thoughts should be of Ohio.
Redditstead. I'm from Redditstead.
How long is this video?
General Tullius, sir.
4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's crazy, bro. Are we gonna watch all of
Let's
it?
get this ratio.
What's the highlight?
Shapiro, Peterson.
It has been goated for real, Sigma Ulfric.
Okay, great. Vine boom.
Face lock.
Second video is better anyways. Okay. Well, we do have the second one. 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Jesus Christ, your last skipped game is insane. Do not watch all of it. Okay, well, where's the— there's no fucking like— first few minutes are peak.
Some
Okay.
soy boys dick ride you as some kind of alpha.
But an alpha doesn't flex a power like voice mod to unalive his short king and cop his high chair. You started this beef. Plunge Skibidi into chaos.
Sky
And
Biddy.
now the Simpire is going to put you on punishment and restore the ratio.
What the Sigma?
What
Ignore
does
that
that?
obvious herald of the end times.
Yes, sir, Daddy Tullius. Lock in, Bible girl.
As we send your souls back to Lobby,
It's a woman.
blessings of Raid Shadow Legends.
For the
and
love of
Patreon
Kai, let's just
subscriptions
skip
upon
the ads and get this
Ah,
over
yes, cut off the woman.
Oh,
Classic.
No, was that El Riz? I practiced that in the mirror all morning.
Oh no, was that
Okay.
Elbriz?
with. My neck versus a headsman's axe? Nah, I'd win.
No, I'd win. Oh
Chat is
no.
PogChamping me, Imperial. Can you say the same?
Guys, can you PogChamp? Oh my gosh! That happens in Skyrim?
Imperial Epslers!
As racist
Slurs.
on Oat as he was on Maine.
Next, the Chad and the Black Air Forces.
I never played Skyrim, that's true. I've only ever witnessed my friend play Skyrim with a mod that makes
Gritty towards the
a girl's boobs
very clean.
have jiggle physics?
On your knees, prisoner. And arch your back while you're at it.
What the fuck?
What the Sigma
A friend of culture.
Chat, is this real?
A dragon?
Wait, that's no ordinary dragon.
It's a boomer!
School was uphill.
Rah! A boomer.
Quit sticking out your fiat, Chad Elf.
Chat elf, neat. That's a neat mention. Okay, last 1
Do
minute.
the honors. I bet.
Oh,
A Chad elf.
problematic.
No! This must be Cap! On gods! Look what Mulduin did to those twin towers! Look!
Uh-oh.
A second Mulduin is hitting the south tower.
Uh-oh.
Skibidi is under attack. F in chat! F in chat for Skibidi! Alright, let's post this on the gram, then hit the gym.
Where goes there, by the way?
Are you
I was.
where the days come?
Yes, F in chat for the towers. Oops. Let me loop this so we can have this in perpetuity. Brain rot 100%. Actually, it's not enough brain rot because we didn't watch it at 2x speed. Sir did not seem like a big enough word. Despereaux thought about it for a long moment. He cleared his throat. Next game I should play is Skyrim? Any hot cocoa enjoyers? Fuck yeah, hot cocoa is thebomb.com. Better than coffee. He cleared his throat. He spoke as loudly as he was capable of speaking. Does that age me? Excuse me, most very honored head person. King Philip stopped beating his crown against his chest. He looked around the room. Down here, most very honored head person, said Despereaux. The king, tears still falling from his eyes, looked at the floor. He squinted. Ooh, yes, that's a fucking mocha type situation. I fucking love mocha. Steal that strat, it's so OP. Also, let's have this more in frame. How about that? He squinted. Is that a bug speaking to me? He asked. No, said Despereaux. I am a mouse. We met before. A mouse, bellowed the king. A mouse is but one step removed from a rat. Anonymity. Anonymity. Sir, said Despereaux. Most very honored head person, please, you have to listen to me. This is important. I know where your daughter is. You do? Said the king. He sniffed. He blew his nose on his royal cloak. Where? He said, and as he bent over to look more closely at Despereaux, 1 tear, 2 tears, 3 enormous king-sized tears fell with an audible plop onto Despereaux's head and rolled down his back, washing away the white of the flower and revealing his own brown fur. Sir, most very honored head person, sir, said Despereaux as he wiped the king's tears out of his eyes. Ew. That's a recipe for pink eye. She's in the dungeon. Liar. said the king. He sat back up. I would know. I still don't know, like, say sea anemone real quick. I got you. I still don't know why that one time I woke up, my fucking eye was just like blurry as fuck. Almost flight to Canada and Hi Andres. How's your streak looking? Well, great now that you showed up. Let's go, dude. Liar, said the king. He sat back up. I knew it. All rodents are liars and thieves. She's not in the dungeon. My men have searched the dungeons. But nobody really knows the dungeons except the rats, sir. There are thousands of places where she could be hidden, and only rats would know. Starvoid is dead. He is dead. I'm gonna fucking blame Neat for this if Starvoid actually doesn't show up. My broadcast time. He started streaming perfectly at like 9 p.m. Yes, you. Yes, you. Yeah, it was you. It was you. Also, low-key peer pressure from audio. It's not my fault. It's simply not my fault. Your men would never be able to find her if the rats did not want her found. Even asked you and everything if you were streaming. Well, I didn't expect me to fucking ask you and you already hit go live. DMing Starvoid. Save him. Save him. Ah, said the king, and he clapped his hands over his ears. Do not speak to me of rats and what they know, he shouted. Rats are illegal. Rats are against the law. There are no rats in my kingdom. They do not exist. Bro hasn't ever found Alberta. They actually don't have rats out there. That's crazy. So is soup. I would never be able to live without soup. Sir, most very honored head person. That is not true. Hundreds of rats live in the dungeon of this castle. One of them has taken your daughter, and if you will send... The king started humming. I can't hear you. He stopped to shout. I cannot hear you. And anyway, what you say is wrong, because you are a rodent, and therefore a liar. You know every surf map in this video. To stream later? Shit. I might... I am that impressionable. Or what was it? Malleable? Malleable. He started to hum again. I'm malleable as fuck. And then he stopped and said, I have hired fortune tellers and a magician. They are coming from a distant land. They will tell me where my beautiful daughter is. They will speak the truth. A mouse cannot speak the truth. I am telling you the truth, said Despereaux. I promise. But the king would not listen. He sat with his hands over his ears. He hummed loudly. Big fat tears rolled down his face and fell to the floor. Despereaux sat and stared at him in dismay. What should he do now? He put a nervous paw up to his neck and pulled at the red thread, and suddenly his dream came flooding back to him. The dark and the light, and the knight swinging the sword, and the terrible moment when he had realized that the suit of armor was empty. Incoming reader. Submissive as fuck. And then, reader, as he stood before the king, a wonderful, amazing thought occurred to the mouse. Check pictures? Start with your streak. 要我说中文，哎呀，但是我现在 OK， 让我说一下。What if the suit of armor had been empty for a reason? 人的 fuck, dude. I don't think I can fucking translate this. 我不会可以不能翻译，太难。我不能说中文，我可以说中文，只是不可以直接翻译。Is it 翻译？翻译 ？Hold on. The fucking bitch. Ugh. Something John Xina. You know what though? His fucking Chinese is not even that bad. How to read the book in Chinese? 不可以. I cannot. Hi Ryu, good afternoon. Don't worry about this late ass stream. Is this real? It is real. I know I'm Canadian and we don't exist. 我知道我是一个加拿大人，所以我们应该 不是活的，不是真的。We are not real. It might be Jover, guys. 有可能完了。Making up words, by the way. What if the suit of armor had been empty for a reason? What if it had been empty because it was waiting for him? You know me. That was what the knight in his dream had said. Yes, said Despereaux out loud in wonder. I do know you. I can't hear you, sang the king. 我听不见. That's how much I can fucking translate. It's like Canadian French. Tabarnak. I have to do it myself, said the mouse. I will be the knight in shining armor. There's no other way. It has to be me. I don't fuck with you no more. 我不要再跟着你. I'm trying my best. 等，他们不爱你，像我爱你。等，他们不爱我。Here's the thing that I thought it was 等一下，他们不像我一样爱你。等一下，他们不像我一样爱你。But that one says 等，他们不爱你，像我爱你。Which I guess is also an accurate translation. Listen, I would TikTok moment. 等一下, I fucking love that meme. I can't hear you, said the king. I'll have to do it myself. Wait, I'll be the knight in shining armor. There's no other way. It has to be me. I'm trying to figure out where I fucking left. Despereaux turned. He left the weeping king. He went to find the threadmaster. Okay, chapter 42, the rest of the thread. The threadmaster was sitting atop his spool of thread, swinging his tail back and forth and eating a piece of celery. Well, look here, he said when he saw Despereaux. Would you look at that? It is the mouse who loved a human princess, back from the dungeon in one piece. The old threadmaster would say that I didn't do my job well. That, because you're still alive, I must have tied the thread incorrectly. You don't fuck with celery. Celery is just like bitter water. Bitter, crunchy, fibrous water. But it is not so. And how do I know it is not so? Because the thread is still around your neck. Celery snap though, you only fuck with celery if there's peanut butter. I like celery in my like mirepoix whenever I make soups and sauces, you know? The sound is satisfying as some fucking ASMR, dude. You like tall women? I do not think we're on the same page, Andres. He nodded and took a bite of his celery. We're the same. I need the rest of it, said Despereaux. The rest of what? Your neck? The rest of the thread. Well, I can't just hand it over to any old mouse. Your ex was 5'1"? Bro, your ex is catching hella strays. Well, I can't just hand it over to any old mouse. My ex was pretty. Hello? I'm gonna set up my own fucking stray counter at this point. You guys are fucking... She was a white woman. Said the threadmaster. They say red thread is special. Sacred. Though I, myself, after having spent so much time with it, know it for what it is. What is it? Said Despereaux. Thread, said the threadmaster. He shrugged and took another loud bite of celery. Isn't Starboy German? I thought he lived in Texas. You might be... I thought he was a Texan man. Red, said the threadmaster. He shrugged and took another loud bite of celery. You can be both? I thought he was Mexican. A Mexican Texan. A Mexit... Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong. There's a German chatter. Oh, Talos. Talos is German. There's a dialect of German that only exists in Texas. That's crazy. Tex-Mex food is so OP. Burritos. Insert racist coworker, racist Mexican coworker saying that burritos are not fucking Mexican food. Authentic. I wouldn't know. That's true. I would not know. Nothing more, nothing less. But I pretend, friend. I pretend. Coworker dumb as fuck. Yeah, she's gonna get a stern talking to for saying some racist shit in front of my supervisor, bro. Anyways. And what, may I ask, do you intend to do with the thread? Save the princess. Ah, yes. The princess. The beautiful princess. And smart enough to only be racist on stream. Yeah, I'm a closet racist. I know when to shut my mouth so I can get the bag. The beautiful princess. That's how this whole story started, isn't it? I have to save her. There is no one but me to do it. Leaking my racist clips to my supervisor? Shit, bro. It seems to be that way with most things. No one to do the really disagreeable jobs except oneself. And how exactly will you use a spool of thread to save the princess? A rat has taken her and hidden her in the dungeon, so I have to go back to the dungeon, and it is full of twists and turns and hidden chambers. You and Neat are dead. Like a maze, said the Threadmaster. Yes, like a maze, and I have to find my way to her, wherever she is hidden, and then I have to lead her back out again, and the only way to do that is with the thread. You ain't no hater. Go. Talos had a streak too. He only pops by very, very sporadically. I don't think he had much of a... Don't tell him I said this. I don't think he had much of a streak. You would have the biggest streak. Andres, what's your streak? Yes, like a maze. And I have to find my leader way back. I found it. 74. Sheesh, bro. Actually, talks to me to go. Oh, 38. Wasn't someone at 35? Gregory the jailer tied a rope around his ankle so that he would not get lost. As the mouse said this, he shuddered, thinking of Gregory and his broken rope, dying, lost in the darkness. Said Despereaux. I will use this thread. Keeps resetting my streak. I expect a death threat in the DMs later. The Threadmaster nodded. I see, he said. He took a meditative bite of celery. You, friend, are on a quest. Yes, with the fucking wanted poster and everything. You gotta commit to the bit. I don't know what that is, said Despereaux. You don't have to know. You just have to feel compelled to do the thing. The impossible, important task at hand. Have I seen this woman? Impossible? Said Despereaux. Impossible, said the Threadmaster. Important. Woman. He sat chewing his celery and staring somewhere past Despereaux, and then suddenly he leapt off his spool. Who am I to stand in the way of a quest, he said. Roll her away. There's been an update on that saga, by the way. Is that tea? Who am I to stand in the way of a quest, he said. Roll her away. I can have it? Yes, for your quest. The only saga you know is Vinland, that's fair enough. And, you know, to be honest, the whole fucking debacle with Waffle and someone that we used to know is truly insane. Despereaux put his front paws up and touched the spool. He gave it an experimental push forward. Tea? There's always fucking tea when I... Lukewarm tea because it's been oversteeped. Very true. It's so old at this point, dude. It's so old. He gave it an experimental push forward. Thank you, he said, looking into the eye of the Threadmaster. I don't know your name. Hovis. Hovis? Hovis? We're gonna call him Hovis because I love hoes. Thank you, Hovis. There's something else. Something that belongs with the thread. Hovis went into a corner and came back with a needle. You can use it for protection. Like a sword, said Despereaux. Like a knight would have. Yes, said Hovis. He gnawed off a length of thread and used it to tie the needle around Despereaux's waist. Like so. We don't call them hoes no more, streamer. What are they called then? Thank you, Hovis, said Despereaux. He put his right shoulder against the spool of thread and pushed it forward again. Bitches? I thought they were bops. Yats? Wait, said Hovis. He stood up on his hind legs, put his paws on Despereaux's shoulders, and leaned in close to him. Despereaux smelled the sharp, clean scent of celery as the threadmaster bent his head, took hold of the thread around Despereaux's neck in his sharp teeth, and pulled on it hard. I'm a bot for real. For real. Dude, I would fucking Corvo, Harbor, Leon Kennedy, who else is there? Gotta say, they're all pretty cute. Who else is breathing? True. There, said Hovis, when the piece of thread broke and dropped to the ground. Now you're free. You see, you're not going into the dungeon because you have to. You are going because you chose to. Yes, said Despereaux, because I am on a quest. The word felt good and right in his mouth. Quest. Say it, reader. Say the word quest out loud. It is an extraordinary word, isn't it? So small and yet so full of wonder, so full of hope. Reader. Also, there's a picture. So cute, dude. It's fucking Despereaux with a fucking needle, bro. If it would focus. Quest is pretty OP. Yeah, you asked me about my favorite word, you know, maybe quest is up there. People happy! I love Despereaux, dude. He has a fucking huge ass needle and everything. It's so disproportionately huge compared to him. He's a small boy. So-called free thinkers. Goodbye, said Hovis as Despereaux pushed the spool of thread out of the threadmaster's hole. I have never known a mouse who has made it out of the dungeon, only to go back to it again. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye. Mouse among mice. No 7 TV and mobile. Yeah, you gotta tough it out. You gotta thug it out and know these things like the back of your hand. Hollow Knight mention? Hollow Knight mention? Chapter 43. What Cook was stirring. That night, Despereaux rolled the thread from the Threadmaster's lair, along innumerable hallways, and down 3 flights of stairs. Reader, allow me to put this in perspective for you. Your average house mouse, or castle mouse, if you will, weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 ounces. Despereaux, as you well know, was in no way average. In fact, he was so incredibly small that he weighed only about half of what the average mouse weighs, 2 ounces. Just this book plus FromSoft lore? What's FromSoft? That is all. Think about it. He was nothing but 2 ounces of mouse, pushing a spool of thread that weighed almost as much as he did. Honestly, reader, what do you think the chances are of such a small mouse succeeding in his quest? Zip. 0. Nada. Starting to dislike this reader guy. Goose eggs. But you must, when you are calculating the odds of the mouse's success, factor in his love for the princess. Love, as we have already discussed, is a powerful, wonderful, ridiculous thing. The company that made Souls games. Oh, I played Osu League and Valorant, bro. You think I'm an actual like fucking gamer? I'm about to gatekeep. Name every game. I can't. Love, as we have already discussed, is a powerful, wonderful, ridiculous thing, capable of moving mountains and spools of thread. Even with the love and purpose in his heart, Despereaux was very, very tired when he reached the door to the castle kitchen at midnight. You like this band name every song? No, because that fucking pissed me off. I tried to fucking name every map and also... I actually tried to befriend someone in high school because she had a Fall Out Boy bracelet, and I was like, well, you know, like, you like Fall Out Boy? I think some of their music is pretty good. And she literally was like, name every single song. What's your favorite album by them? What's your favorite like EP? What's your favorite track? And I was like, excuse me? What's my favorite fob song? Ooh, I have hella fucking fob songs, dude. There's fucking Hongjue, and then there's 醉梦, I forgot what it was called. 醉梦轻强or something like that. And then there's also, oh, Fall Out Boy, Fob. I thought you meant like a Is my stream? No, I totally thought you meant like fob as in fresh out of the boat. I can't believe I actually started naming off Chinese songs. That's my bad. What do you know about that FOB? Yeah, I only really knew their fucking main songs, so like Centuries, and I forgot what else. That girl is correct, I am a fake fan. No, I am a fake fan, but no, I just got so salty that she fucking tested me that hard when I was just trying to be her friend. She turned out to be a bitch. Her twin was better. Her twin was nicer. People like that doesn't exist. You refuse to believe I met one. I met one. His paws were shaking. I'm making shit up again. I'm just a huge liar, guys. I don't even know why you guys watch me. His paws were shaking and his muscles were jumping, and the place where his tail should be was throbbing. And still, he had a very, very long way to go, into the kitchen and down the many, many stairs of the dungeon, and then, through somehow, some way, through the rat-filled darkness of the dungeon itself, not knowing where he was going. And oh, reader, I'm being blunt right now. Lie meter. Wait, why didn't it work? When he stopped to consider what lay ahead of him, Despereaux was filled with an icky feeling of despair. Capital M, fair enough. That's a minor spelling mistake right there. He leaned his head against a spool of thread, and he smelled celery there, and he thought of Hovis and how Hovis seemed to believe in him and his quest. You know, I'm filthy mobile. That's why we got the chat overlay. You know, we have this for fucking inclusivity. So the mouse raised his head and squared his shoulders and pushed the spool of thread forward again into the kitchen. That's why the brain mod is there for mobile users. Into the kitchen, where he saw, too late, that there was a light burning. Despereaux froze. Cook was in the kitchen. She was bent over the stove. She was stirring something. Was it a sauce? No. Was it a stew? No. What Cook was stirring was soup. Soup, reader, in the king's very own castle, against the king's law, right under the king's very nose. Cook was making soup. Monarch. As the mouse looked on, Cook put her face into the steam rising from the pot and took a deep breath. She smiled a beatific... We're just gonna go with that. Fuck Google. A beatific smile. And the steam rose around her and caught the light of the candle and made a halo over her head. Stew is still legal, but not soup, that's what I'm saying. Despereaux knew how Cook felt about mice in her kitchen. He remembered quite clearly her instructions to Mig regarding himself. Kill him. Trying to peep when the brain rot became extremely prevalent here. Kek W, that was like 2 streams ago. Kill him. The only good mouse is a dead mouse. But he had to go through Cook's kitchen to get to the dungeon door, and he had no time to waste. Soon daylight would dawn, and the whole castle would be awake, and a mouse would have no chance at all of pushing a spool of thread across the floor without attracting a great deal of attention. He would have to sneak past the mouse-hating Cook now. Oh fuck, sing? Sing. Shit, bro. Ignore my Christmas jazz. My favorite Fall Out Boy song? I do not know Fall Out Boy. Okay, let me look at Fall Out Boy and see what their most like popular things are. Don't do this to yourself. The internet is forever. Centuries was okay. What did Immortal sound like? Instead of Dance Dance, I don't know if I know Dance Dance, I'm not gonna lie. Crooks. Yeah, I've never heard the song in my fucking life, I'm not gonna lie. Pause my fucking... Where the fuck's my jazz, dude? Yeah, I've never heard this song before in my life. Oh, yes. Okay, we can do that one. Homesick at space camp? I don't. You guys are just putting together words at this point. Oh god, I typed in Sentry. This is why I don't share my screen. The first fucking result is fucking. You wonder how he's doing? Don't speak of the devil. He wasn't that bad. It was just unfortunate what happened to him. Okay, let me see if I can do it. Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, and just one mistake is all it will take. Will go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Hey, oh hey, hey, remember me for centuries. My teenage dreams. No, it's nothing wrong with me. The kids are all wrong. The story's all love. Heavy metal broke my heart. Come on, and let me in. The bruises on your thighs like my fingertips. And this is supposed to match the darkness that you felt. I never meant for you to fix yourself. 100%, my mom's gonna come bursting in. You fucking slut, what are you doing? Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, and just one mistake is all it will take. Will go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Hey, hey, Waffle really mad. 'Cause I was only born inside my dreams until you deafen me. As long as there's a light, the shadows over you. 'Cause I am the opposite of amnesia. And you're a cherry blossom, you're about to bloom. You look so pretty, but you're gone so soon. Oops. Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, and just one mistake is all it will take. Will go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Oh, hey, hey, nah. Remember me for centuries. We've been here forever. And here's the frozen fruit. I could scream forever. We are the poisoned youth. I'm about to fucking I hate this fucking. Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me for centuries, and just one mistake is all it will take. Will go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Hey, oh hey, hey, remember me for centuries. That's just too hard, dude. I fucking burnt it, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Very, very edge. That shit was so fucking hard. And also my throat has probably not recovered from yesterday, so that's really mad. Why the fuck is he singing so high? That's my question. Motherfucker. Have enough points for the same redeem shit, bro. He would have to sneak past mouse-hating Cook now. Meow! Wanna sing like me? Dude, my voice has not been that Gucci gang as of late. Meow! And so, screwing his courage to the sticking place, Despereaux leaned against a spool of thread and set it rolling across the floor. You fucking love Meow, it's so funny. Neat, your sister might be a brain rot genius. Cook turned from the stove, a dripping spoon in her hand, and a frightened look on her face, and shouted, "Who's there?" W says, "Yeah, and she's taller than me too, so... shit." Chapter 44. Whose ears are those? Hey, she's taller than you. Not hard, also true, but listen, I'm fucking so debuffed when it comes to height. No, singing is hard. Singing is hard, but to be honest, I had so many other, like, worse redeems. And it was getting to the point where apparently so many people watch me all the time because I stream too often, where eggs are no longer a commodity anymore. Already nearly 5'9", she kinda too tall. She's getting up there, dude. Your sister's 5'10"? My sister's 5'5". Me and my sister, we're 5'5" and 5'6". We're like chillin', dude. Raven could never truly. Who's there? Shouted Cook again. Despereaux wisely said nothing. The kitchen was silent. I'm taller than my sister. Barely 15, so she's gonna be a freaking giant. Yeah, she'll be taller than you. The younger siblings are always taller than the older siblings. The kitchen was silent. Said Cook. Nothing. It's nothing at all. Just my nervous Nelly ears playing tricks on me. You're an old fool, she said to herself as she turned back to the stove. You're just an old fool, afraid of getting caught making soup. Despereaux slumped against the spool of thread, and as he leaned there, his heart pounding, his paws shaking, a small, wonderful something occurred. A midnight breeze entered the kitchen and danced over to the stove and picked up the scent of the soup, and then swirled across the floor and delivered the smell directly to the mouse's nose. Gotta be the tallest sibling, it's all you got. Despereaux put his head up in the air. He sniffed. He sniffed some more. He had never in his life smelled anything so lovely, so inspiring. With each sniff he took, he felt himself growing stronger, braver. Hooking up your VR for 3 AM Half-Life Alyx, actually? Cook leaned in, close to the kettle, and put the spoon in, and took the spoon out, and blew upon the spoon, and then brought it to her lips, and sipped and swallowed. Tallest in your family? That's crazy, bro. How does that happen? Where does, like, your height come from? You def a femp- You also own VR down, dude. She said. Huh. She took another sip. Missing something, she said. More salt, maybe? She put the spoon down and took up an enormous salt shaker and sprinkled salt into the kettle. Imagine owning a VR. Yeah, no, bro. They were always so fucking expensive, and honestly, I didn't game enough to fucking, argue to myself that I would, actually use a VR if I bought it. You have VR, but you're Click, that's going in the cringe compilation. She put the spoon down and took up an enormous salt shaker and sprinkled salt into the kettle. And Despereaux, feeling emboldened by the smell of soup, again set to work pushing the spool of thread. This Hags, no, for real, dude. Just become a VR chat gooner streamer, bro. It's just that easy. So true. What clip? What clip are you guys talking about? Never touch your index ever since that clip. Or it could just be stupid and forgotten something. Quickly, he said to himself, rolling the spool across the floor. Do it quickly. Do not think. Just push. Cook whirled the salt shaker in her hand and shouted, Who goes there? Straight up an S tier clip? What the hell, dude? Despereaux stopped pushing. He hid behind the spool of thread as Cook took the candle from the stove and held it up high. The clip, it's fucking capitalized and everything. That's a fucking official ass clip. What the hell? The candlelight came closer. Closer. What's this? The light came to rest directly on Despereaux's big ears, sticking up from behind the spool of thread. For sure? For sure? For sure? Just having a grandma moment. What would you be so kind, dearie, as to send me the clip again so I can know what the fuck you're talking about? A mouse. Oh wait. Oh ho? Said Cook. Whose ears are those? And the light from the candle then shone full in Despereaux's face. A mouse, said Cook. A mouse in my kitchen. A mouse, a hoe, a cook. Despereaux closed his eyes and waited. Oh, and he prepared for his death. He waited, reader, and waited, and then he heard the sound of laughter. He opened his eyes and looked at Cook. Oh, said Cook. Oh, for the first time in my life, I am glad to see a mouse in my kitchen. Kitsune? Oh, Overwatch 2. Thanks for the context. Why? She asked. Why am I glad? Oh, because a mouse is not a king's man here to punish me for making soup. That is why. Because a mouse is not a king's man here to take me to the dungeon for owning a spoon. What is this? What is this? Zara Weave's true.
Good this game is. Shit!
What the fuck?
Okay.
Show clip on stream. Okay. Okay, we're gonna fucking hold on. Wait, we're gonna go into browser real quick. I
want to see how fucking good this game is.
That's the wrong fucking tab. What the fuck? What tab is that on?
Shit!
Wrong tab? Hold on, pause. Pause. Why the fuck is it capturing this one instead of fucking every other fucking normal hello?
I want to see how fucking good this game is.
Mike muted too. Imagine.
Shit! Okay. Do I just throw like a bitch? No way. I refuse to believe. Hold on. Wait for it. You ready for this? Fuck me, dude.
I fear he in fact does throw like a bit. You stop playing after that? No, dude, that's understandable. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't touched your VR since that. That's great. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. American can't play American game baseball. True. Because a mouse is not a king's man here to take me to the dungeon for owning a spoon. Work is ableist, by the way. What the hell, dude? I'm not. This is incorrect. This is false. I try my best to be inclusive. True. Don't just true. Don't just say true. She is. Don't just say true. Insert quote of me saying that if one of my friends said that they had cancer, I would not shave my head in like solidarity with them. That's just me. I did say that. That's because it's just because I don't want to go back to fucking having short hair. Okay, I got bullied for that shit. Oh, he, a mouse. I, Cook, am glad to see a mouse. Source T-Pork and Raven. Yes, sir. Cook's face was red and her stomach was shaking. Short hair mentioned, dude, I can't go back to those days. Can't go back to those days of having a fuck-ass bob, of having a buzz cut, having fucking straight-ass bangs. Yes, I can. No, I really can't, dude. That shit fucking traumatized me. You don't know what happened? Bob, true. Because fucking when I was in Chinese school, intermission for trauma dumping, because that shit actually fucking scarred me for life. Chinese school. I was 8 years old. Came back from China with short hair. Fucking go back to face my trauma. I can't, dude. I don't want to. I simply do not wish. When I was not allowed to piss because all the fucking dumbass Chinese girls in my class thought that I was a man, they didn't let me piss. And they were like, ew, it's a man. Ew, it's a man. And what could be worse than being mistaken for a man? I piss. I do piss. You had fucking proof of it today. Audio. Cook's face was red and her stomach was shaking. Oh, she said again. And not just any mouse. A mouse with a needle tied around his waist. A mouse with no tail. You didn't want to let I say it like that. Ain't it lovely? Oh, She shook her head and wiped at her eyes. Look, mouse. These are extraordinary times. And because of that, we must have some peace between us. I will not ask you what you are doing in my kitchen. Salty pork and pisser. This is devastating. You're free to, deny these allegations, Audio. but it's a question of whether anyone would believe you. I will not ask you what you are doing in my kitchen, and you, in return, will tell no one what I am cooking. She turned then and went back up to the stove, and set down the candle and picked up the spoon, and again put it into the pot of soup, and took it back out, and tasted the soup, smacking her lips together. My days are numbered. Shit, bro, we have to finish the book before 30 minutes. Not right, she said. Not quite right. Missing something still. Okay, me and Audio were in call playing fucking Valorant, and then I went to pee, and then it only took me 30 seconds, and he was just like, what the fuck? I got to piss and then left for 30 seconds. Yeah! Yeah, I'm sorry you guys cannot comprehend my speed. But it is true. I went and pissed and washed my hands. Bro, at this point I'm actually gonna spend like 5 minutes in the bathroom just so you guys don't have to say she's fucking lying. She's not actually pissing. I'm actually just gonna sit, in the bathroom, fucking watch TikTok. Yes. Yes, because I would expose myself to strangers on the internet 100%. Not right, she said. Not quite right. I am a slut. My mother was the first person who would say that. Missing something still. Despereaux did not move. He could not move. He was paralyzed by fear. He sat on the kitchen floor. One small tear fell out of his left eye. He had expected Cook to kill him. Instead, reader, she had laughed at him, and he was surprised how much her laughter hurt. Okay, chapter 45, we're on some soup. Degradation for free? It's just I'm used to it. Sadding. Your hot cocoa has been ruined, but it's in such a based cup. You're back, welcome back, night mother. Cook stirred the soup and then put the spoon down and held up the candle and looked at Despereaux. What are you waiting for? She said. Go, go, go. There will never be another opportunity for a mouse to escape from my kitchen unharmed. The smell of soup again wafted in Despereaux's direction. He put his nose up in the air. His whiskers trembled. Yes, said Cook. It's called a mug, by the way. Okay, what's the difference between a mug and a cup? They both serve the same purpose. Yes, Cook said. That is soup that you are smelling. The princess, not that you would know or care, is missing. Bless her good-hearted self. And times are terrible. And when times are terrible, soup is the answer. Don't it smell like the answer? And I went to school for food science, by the way. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we know the difference between, like, I don't know, mugs and cups, okay? It wasn't a pottery class. It wasn't ceramics class. Yes, said Despereaux. He nodded. Cook turned away from him. She put the candle down and picked up her spoon and started to stir. Oh, she said. These are dark days. She shook her head. And I'm kidding myself. There ain't no point in making soup unless others eat it. I used to be a good streamer. That's true. I'm not cool anymore. Only neat is still cool. Mr. Consistent King, I can't believe you promised that you were going to stream tomorrow. Had to pay 50 pounds. Listen, I have to be a 1%er somehow. I gotta stream tomorrow. My rest day. My rest day. Soup needs another mouth to taste it. Another heart to be warmed by it. And you didn't even get any meter pics? Yeah, you didn't see any pictures of my face either. An e-girl on the internet, egad, doesn't want to show her face, egad. Why the fuck were you even playing with me in the first place? She stopped stirring. She turned and looked at Despereaux. Mouse, said Cook. Would you like some soup? And then, without waiting for an answer, she took a saucer and spooned some soup into it and set it on the kitchen floor. Come closer, she said. I don't aim to hurt you. I promise. Despereaux sniffed. The soup smelled wonderful, incredible. Keeping one eye on Cook, he crept out from behind the spool of thread and crept closer. Go on, said Cook. Taste it. Despereaux stepped onto the saucer. Soup covered his paws. He bent his head into the hot broth. He sipped. Oh, it was lovely. Garlic and chicken and watercress. The same soup that Cook had made the day the queen died. Pause. Fucking, I love the word pause. It's so cute. A chapter that's longer than 2 pages? Egad. How is it? Said Cook anxiously. What story is this? It's Tales of Despereaux. Don't end stream until Starvoid wakes up, by the way. I gotta golf tomorrow. Not gonna lie. Godspeed, Starvoid. Rest day, rest day. Rest day. I golf? I do golf. I thought this was an established, like, 1%ers. I'm white as fuck. No, but like, okay, here's the thing. Before like 2016, there are statistics that say that like, yeah, 94% of actual golfers were like white, right? But now there's a ton of like, you know, POC people playing golf, okay? I wanna give the lies a rest. How about that? Wait, are you guys saying that I can't have time to fucking work on my golf? I'm coping so hard. I am. No, it's just me trying to get into the hobby. I have friends who like are addicted to golf. And I have been trying my best to get into it. But every single time I hit it, instead of going like straight, it goes like fucking new. Go live. Meow. Wonderful, said Despereaux. It is a rich people thing, dude. I have friends. Listen, I just steal their clubs is the thing. We just go to a fucking driving range and I just take one of their clubs and I go, gua, foot. No, I steal from people. That's how I function. Get one job and now I've been a golfer, or like a, you know, very, very casual golfer since fucking high school, dude. High school is when in gym I went to the driving range for the first time. You guys are so fucking wonderful, said Despereaux. Mini golf? No, dude, we're literally I'm about to fucking all I do is go live and lie. Okay, it was not a lie that I aim to finish this book within like the next half hour. Focus. Too much garlic? Said Cook, wringing her fat hands. No, said Despereaux. It's perfect. But Starvoid... I'm sorry about the streaks. It was lost once already. I don't have my viewers are already... Mini break... Toxic ass streamer, toxic ass viewers, dude. You can only say this because he's only slightly taller than me. No, said Despereaux. It's perfect. Cook smiled. See? She said. There ain't a body. be it mouse or man, that hasn't made better by a little soup. That ain't made better by a little soup. Oops. Despereaux bent his head and sipped again, and Cook stood over him and smiled, saying, "It don't need a thing." Is that what you're saying? It's just right? Boot up some mini Despereaux nodded. He drank the soup in big, noisy gulps, and when he stepped out of the saucer, his paws were damp and his whiskers were dripping and his stomach was full. Cook said to him, "Not done already, are you? Surely you ain't done. You must want more." "I can't," said Despereaux. "I don't have time. I'm on my way to the dungeon to save the princess." "Oh, he," Cook laughed. "You, a mouse, are going to save the princess?" "Yes," said Despereaux. "I'm on a quest." "Well, don't let me stand in your way." And so it was that Cook held open the door to the dungeon while Despereaux rolled the spool of thread through it. "You, a mouse?" "Good luck," she said to him. "Ho he, good luck saving the princess." Amen. I am a rat. Dude, that line goes so fucking hard, bro. That's going in my vocabulary. Whenever something goes wrong, goes right, I'm gonna say amen. I am a rat. She closed the door behind her and then leaned against it and shook her head. And if that ain't an indicator of what strange days these are. Piano kinda cooking? It do be cooking. She said to herself, "Then I don't know what is. Me. Cook. Feeding a mouse soup and then wishing him good luck in saving the princess. Oh my. Strange days indeed." This is not Chris. Okay, listen. I might have listened to some Christmas jazz. Yes. And I did hear the resemblance. But it's not, okay? It's literally fucking K-pop in a jazz arrangement. I could hear it, sure. That does not mean that I agree with it. Cope, you say that, you guys, everything that comes out of my mouth is Cope, 100%. Something for Starboy. Shut. Mouse blood, yes. Chapter 46. Despereaux stood at the top of the dungeon stairs and peered into the darkness that waited for him below. "Oh," he said. "Oh my." He had forgotten how dark and the dark of the dungeon could be, and he had forgotten, too, its terrible smell, the stench of rats, the odor of suffering. Why would I go live knowing Starboy is to reinstall Portal 2 and wake up 10 times? Oh, sure, it's not the pure pressure of everyone being like, "Oh, Raven, you should go live, Raven, go live, Raven, go live, please, you should go live." Fuck. But his heart was full of love for the princess, and his stomach was full of cooked soup, and Despereaux felt brave and strong. And so he began, immediately and without despair. Sing again? Dude, you guys are really fucking stalling. I cannot believe this. You can also redeem a shit, bro. I don't know that song. Andres, I have no clue what that song is. Hold on. It's an Evangelion song? Don't sing. Okay, well, aim to finish the book. Sing? Okay. Let me fucking... Don't sing, bro. Listen, my parents are already sleeping. I'm in the basement. I'm in the basement. Sing. Dude. The peer pressure is pretty strong. Hold on, let me... Oops, ignore that. Ignore that. I'm just gonna steal this tab real quick. Your goat launched Source? Yeah, what is he doing on Source? Yes, let me see. This is for Starboy's Streak. Yeah, let me see if I can find the fucking instrumental for this. A song that's a bit more close to my range. Refund his points? No. Servant had you reminiscing? Oh shit, wait, you can fucking see the fucking of Glizzy Hood. Oops. We gotta go back to surfing. Also, you can see my stream, my fucking tabs. I forgot that I can't fucking alt tab, but I'm so used to alt tabbing. CS2 stream when? I think I streamed CSGO one time and it was fucking hell on earth because for some reason it doesn't fucking... What was it? That was not CS2, but does it have the same capturing problem? Okay, pause. Where the fuck is my jazz? Yes, I was looking for it to turn it off. Also, PSA, the song do be Korean and I'm terrible at Korean. 지쳐간 어둠 은거리 모습 그가로져도 늙어갈 자리 닿지 않는 너 나로 상상해 Hi Blaze 빛이 나는 너 옆에서 나 So black, black as it can be 다가가면 갈수록 깊어지는 dark sea like a black, black sorrow story of such woe 이 이야기 끝없는 피로 묻은 시린 자리와 텅 빈 곳 기분 I'm gonna blame it on you, Andres. Work behind me. She's gonna come out of the woodwork screaming, slut! 너의 눈글이 닿는 곳에 근성근서지 곳에 하염없이 너만 기다리고 검은 어둠 속 불고운 몰라시 결이 돌려 긴 시간은 So black, black as it can be 다가가면 갈수록 깊어지는 dark sea like a black, black sorrow story of such woe 이 이야기가 있던 피로 묻은 시린 자리와 텅 빈 such black, black sorrow 그리고 너 언제나 나에게 너 black sorrow 나에게 너 black sorrow 나에게 너 black sorrow Bachu ET, thanks for the follow. Full cam the surfing now, dude. That's not how brain rot works. We're here to read a book, except I keep getting fucking delayed because you guys are fucking. You guys love Starboy too much. Anyways, hold on. Time to turn back the jazz and back to reading. Fucking you guys, fusakenna. What the fuck, dude? This scared the shit out of me. I forgot that fucking. I forgot that SoundCloud does that. Fucking SoundCloud. I hate SoundCloud so much. I hate SoundCloud so much. マジでサウンドクラウド大嫌い。すっごく一番嫌なことはサウンドクラウド。I'm also. Hop on Duolingo. いえ、こっち。そっち。Do your Duolingo. お前の Duolingo をやる。そのクソな袋が怒っている。I did, so did I. That fucking stupid ass owl is gonna get mad. A Duolingo stream would go hard. Well, maybe we'll do that another day. Brooks, are you not sleeping? Okay, hold on. Chinese Duolingo so I can actually learn the language. You guys, would you guys want that? Ang, c'est moi. And so he began, immediately and without despair, the hard work of maneuvering the spool of thread down the narrow dungeon steps. Down, down, down went Despereaux tilling, and the spool of thread. It would be good contact, man! Slowly, oh so slowly, they went, and the passage was dark, dark, dark. I will tell myself a story, said Despereaux. I'd fail the test. I would not fail the test. I will tell myself a story, said Despereaux. I will make some light. Yeah, let's see. It will begin this way. Once upon a time, yes, once upon a time, there was a mouse who was very, very small, exceptionally small, and there was a beautiful human princess, whose name was P. They pull up characters and I'd be so fucking hard going to sleep to my voice this time. Yeah, the singing do be kind of loud. My bad. Also, I keep on forgetting to turn off the fucking... Oh, there's so many things to do whenever I try to sing. And it so happened that this mouse was the one who was selected by fate to serve the princess, to honor her, and to save her from the darkness of a terrible dungeon. The story cheered up Despereaux considerably. His eyes became accustomed to the gloom, and he moved down the stairs more quickly, more surely, whispering to himself the tale of a devious rat, and a fat serving girl, and a beautiful princess, and a brave mouse, and some soup, and a spool of red thread. Sorry, the chapter over, you forgot what was going on. He's going down to the dungeon. The dark dungeon. Thanks, Crooks. I don't think my throat has like properly recovered for a long time. So it do be kind of fried a lot of the times. I'm sick. It's the fucking COVID or something, I don't know. It's cope. It was a story, in fact. Did I enter my voice? I have no clue, to be honest. Sleep to my stream? Thanks, bro. It's just sometimes it goes through periods of like me wanting to kill myself. It was a story, in fact, very similar to the one you are reading right now, and the telling of it gave Despereaux strength. Same, no, for on God. Yes, good night. 07. Glorp 07, we love Glorp around here. The telling of it gave Despereaux strength. He pushed the spool of thread with a great deal of gusto. Don't do that yourself. No, don't KYS, you're so sad. No, that was exactly what I was thinking. Good night, my mother. I hope you have a good night. And the thread, eager perhaps to begin its honorable task of aiding in the saving of a princess, leapt forward and away from the mouse, and went down the dungeon stairs ahead of him, without him. No, cried Despereaux. No, no, no! He broke into a trot, chasing the thread through the darkness. But the spool had a head start, and it was faster. It flew down the dungeon stairs, leaving Despereaux far behind. Yes, perhaps it is time to sleep. It do be 4 AM for me? This reader guy keeps showing up. When it came to the end of the stairs, it rolled and rolled. Fork, you ain't sleeping? Hop on Fallow? Absolutely not, dude. We had so many hard games today. Until, finally, lazily, it came to a stop right at the gnarled paw of a rat. We're in sync again. Let's go. Let's go. Fuck daylight savings? Oh, for sure, dude. Fuck daylight savings. What have we here? Said the one-eared rat to the spool of thread. I will tell you what we have, said Botticelli. It's him! It's fucking Botticelli Romorso. Answering his own question. We have red thread. How delightful. Red thread means one thing to a rat. Play this booby game? I can't, bro. It's booby games are spoopy. He put his nose up in the air. Italian mention. Wasn't he dead? No, none of the rats died. It was, didn't a mouse die? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I forgot. He put his nose up in the air. Greg died. Yes, the dungeon master. Well, I guess. Probably Dungeon Master. I think he just called himself a prisoner. He put his nose up in the air. He sniffed. Not the GM. He sniffed again. I smell. Could it be? Yes, most definitely it is. Soup. How strange. He sniffed some more. And I smell tears. Human tears. Kinky. What the? Delightful. And I also detect the smell. He put his nose high into the air and took a big whiff of flour and oil. Oh my, what a cornucopia of scents. But below it all, what do I smell? The blood of a mouse. Unmistakably, mouse blood. Yes. Ha ha ha. Exactly. Mouse. Botticelli. Watersher, man. Botticelli looked down at the spool of thread and smiled. He gave it a gentle push with one paw. Red thread. Yes, exactly. Just when you think that life in the dungeon cannot get any better, a mouse arrives. Chapter 47. No choice. Despereaux stood trembling on the steps. The thread was most definitely gone. He could not hear it. He could not see it. He should have tied it to himself when he had the chance, but it was too late now. Stop reading at 2x speed, bro. I'm about to go faster. Despereaux's dire situation suddenly became quite clear to him. He was a 2-ounce mouse alone in the dark, twisting dungeon full of rats. He had nothing but a sewing needle with which to defend himself. He had to find a princess, and he had to save her once he found her. Starboy isn't gonna make it. It's impossible, he said to the darkness. I can't do it. He stood very still. I'll go back, he said. But he didn't move. I have to go back. My voice is not gonna work on Monday. I'm so fucking cooked. He took a step backward. But I can't go back. I don't have a choice. I have no choice. He took one step forward, and then another. No choice. His heart beat out to him as he went down the stairs. No choice. No choice. No choice. He dead. Shit. At the bottom of the stairs, the rat Botticelli sat waiting, and when Despereaux stepped from the last stair onto the dungeon floor, Botticelli called out to him as if he were a long-lost friend. Shut the fuck up. Ah, said Botticelli. There you are. Exactly. I've been waiting for you. Despereaux saw the dark shape of a rat, that thing that he had feared and dreaded for so long, finally step out of the gloom to come and greet him. Welcome, welcome, said Botticelli. Despereaux put a paw on his needle. Ah, said Botticelli. You are armed. How charming. He put his paws up in the air. I surrender. Oh yes, certainly. Exactly. I surrender. Said Despereaux. Yes, said Botticelli. You. He took the locket from around his neck. He began to swing it back and forth. Please, go on. I don't want to hurt you, said Despereaux. I just need to get by you. I am on a quest. Really? Said Botticelli. How extraordinary. How many pages left? We're at 243. We have 267. All of them, I'm gonna start over. The fuck I am. How extraordinary. A mouse on a quest. Back and forth went the locket. A quest for what? A quest to save the princess. You should start the book again. I should just make you guys fucking VOD watchers, hello? The princess, said Botticelli. The princess, the princess. Everything seems to be about the princess these days. Don't say that. The king's men were down here searching for her, you know? They didn't find her. That goes without saying. But now a mouse has arrived, and he is on a quest to save the princess. Yes, said Despereaux. He took a step to the left of Botticelli. How inspiring, said Botticelli. He lazily took a step to his right, blocking Despereaux's way. Why the hurry, little friend? Because, said Despereaux, I have to— Yes, you have to save the princess. We'll work on a corner at night before being a VOD watcher. You have to save the princess. Exactly. But before you save her, you must find her, correct? Yes, said Despereaux. What if, said Botticelli, What if I told you that I know exactly where the princess is? What if I told you that I could take you directly to her? Said Despereaux. His voice shook. His paw on the needle trembled. Why would you do that? Why would I do that? Why would I help you? Why? I'm slut-shaming. Yeah. What's my favorite book, by the way? Hello, Bachu. Thanks for the follow earlier. Let me give you one of these. I don't know, to be honest. I've only recently gotten back into reading, and to be honest, it's mostly just been children's books because a few, like, adult books I've taken out have bored the fuck out of me. I'm trying to give 3 Body Problem a try. Trying to find it, first of all. Trying to fucking find it because apparently my library has like 12 copies and they're all fucking so like checked out. Some reincarnated as a villainous manhwa. Okay, but low-key manga and manhwa don't count as like proper books to me. It's not Fujo it's not a Fujo thing. Don't out me like this to a new fucking viewer, okay? Your poor ADHD riddled brain has such a hard time when it's slow paced. Yeah, man. Like I need things to happen. I need characters to fucking die. Like what the fuck? How did Gregory end up dying? The mother dies or the queen dies. Audiobooks don't count as reading. Yeah. I mean they kind of don't, bro. You're not like you're not. Snobbiest thing I've ever said because like that's just kind of how I feel. You know, I feel like you kind of lose out on the experience of, you know, a book in your hands, pages turning. Also, just like a manhwa is so easy to burn through. I know that they're considered literature, art, and whatever. But whenever I read manga or manhwa, I've never once thought to myself, wow, I just finished such a good book. I finished such an amazing thing. Like, I never... We're Is this a hot take, guys? Is this a hot take? Could read Solubles? Solubles? It's a shit one, yeah. Fully agree. What, that it's a bad take or that reading only counts for like books like these. VR almost set up. I better see a second stream of Half-Life 2. Where were we? Why would I do that? Why would I help you? Why? To be of service, to do my part for humanity, to aid in the saving of a princess. But you're a rat, supplied Botticelli. Yes, I am a rat, and I see by your trembling that the greatly exaggerated rumors of our evil nature have reached your oversized ears. Yes, said Despereaux. If, said Botticelli, swinging the locket back and forth, if you allow me to be of assistance, you will be doing me a tremendous favor. Not only can I do a good deed for you and for the princess, but my actions will help to dispel this terrible myth of evil that seems to surround rats everywhere. Will you let me assist you? Will you let me assist myself and my kind? Floden? The goat? Thanks for the follow. If an American bothers you, remember they've never had a Kinder Chocolate before. You've had it before, Neat? Like the actual egg and everything with the thing inside? Yo, what's up? Welcome in. Did I consider that we told stories vocally long before we wrote them down? You're wrong. Yeah, but those are like stories. I wouldn't consider them books. Kinder eggs were popular when we were a child until they banned that shit. No, I still can't comprehend like why the American government decided that, wow, dude, it's so important that we ban Kinder eggs instead of, I don't know, passing some proper legislation that would help you guys. Oh shit! Thank you. Thanks, Bachu VT. Much appreciated. Bagged milk enjoyer. That's a low blow. That's a low blow, okay? Yes, Prime Gamer. We do love Prime around here. No, we don't, dude. Prime by Logan Paul? Worst fucking drink I've ever had in my life. And I've had terrible drinks. I went to a restaurant one time and they had like some weird ass like chai drink. I bought it. I did not buy it. My friend bought it. It literally tasted like instant ramen. like seasoning with sugar inside water. It was so bad. Like you could see the spices and everything. It tasted so bad. Cope. It's not cope, guys. It's not cope. I swear on God. Prime gives you so much heartburn too. Do you guys have like the actual? Is it the actual Prime that has like carcinogens in it? Because we only have the basic ass ones here where they're not banned. All I do is eat tortilla chip and lie. Not untrue. Will you let me assist myself and my kind? I finally found where I am again. Reader, was it a trick? Of course it was. I haven't had real salsa. Does it count if I made it myself? Other than that, the only salsa I've ever had in my life is fucking Tostitos. Okay? Of course it was. Has to be made by Mexican. You like your food with bread. 40. And microplastics. Yeah, I made it myself with my sister like years and years ago, and it was pretty good. I fucking love tomatoes. I love raw tomatoes, unlike somebody. Also, welcome to the nest, Bachu. Plastic makes you stronger. Real. Botticelli did not want to be of service. Far from it. You know what Botticelli wanted. He wanted others to suffer. Specifically, he wanted the small mouse to suffer. How best to do that? Why, take him directly to what he wanted. The princess. Let him see what his heart desired. Didn't even know queso literally meant cheese in well, do I look like a Spanish speaker to you guys? I'm gonna be so real. I don't know how you guys didn't see that one coming. We have no access to Mexican food here. We have no access to like fucking. We don't even have Spanish classes like mandatory in school. It's a fucking supplemental thing. With real ingredients down to the minute detail. Also, I try my best, and that's all I can say. That's all I can say. Let him see what his heart desired, and then, and only then, faced with what he loved, would Despereaux die. And at the end of it all, my best isn't good enough, that's true. That is true. Despereaux would die. And at the end of it all, how tasty the mouse would be, seasoned with hope and tears and flour and oil and thwarted love. Don't just say true. Don't just. I'm gonna fucking sadding. I'm gonna spam sadding to you in our DMs, bro. My name, little friend, is Botticelli Rimorso, and you may trust me. You must trust me. Will you tell me your name? Despereaux. Despereaux Tilling. Despereaux Tilling. Take your paw from your weapon. Come with me. It's not working. It's over for Starboy. Start from a goose egg. Come with me. Despereaux stared at him. Come, said Botticelli. Let go of your needle. Take hold of my tail. I will lead you to your princess. I promise. Rat bottom left. True, dude. I love being a rat. What, reader, in your experience, is the promise of a rat worth? That's right. 0. Zip. Nada. Goose eggs. But I must ask you this question too. What else was there for Despereaux to hold on to? You're right again. Nothing. And so the mouse reached out. He took hold of the rat's tail. Don't want to be a rat after that? Always, bro. I fuck with rats. They're so fucking funny. What can I say? Chapter 48. On the tail of a rat. Have you ever had hold of the tail of a rat? At best, it's an unpleasant sensation, scaly and cold, similar to holding onto a small, narrow snake. I did not say that. I said I fuck with rats. At worst, when you are dependent upon a rat for your survival, and when a part of you is certain that you are being led nowhere except to your death, it is a hideous sensation, indeed, to have nothing but a rat's tail to cling to. Nonetheless, Fire took what you were gonna say. You gotta be quick in this chat, dude. We people always are ready to attack me at any given second. The fucking amount of strays that I caught in Neat's like 6-hour stream is absolutely insane. I'm not beating the allegations, guys. I'm not a furry. I'm not a furry. It is a hideous sensation, indeed, to have nothing but a rat's tail to cling to. Scaly! I say I like stork one time and you guys are fucking, oh, she's a fucking fairy. Nonetheless, Despereaux held on to Botticelli e Romorso. Professional streamer botherers. And I still heavily value it. You totally believe me? Totally. Totally. And the rat led him deeper and deeper into the dungeon. Despereaux's eyes had, at this point, adjusted quite well to the darkness, though it would have been better if they had not, for the things he saw made him shiver and shake. What did he see? He saw that the floor of the dungeon was littered with tufts of fur, knots of red thread, and the skeletons of mice. Everywhere there were tiny white bones glowing in the darkness, and he saw, in the dungeon tunnels through which Botticelli led him, the bones of human beings too, grinning skulls and delicate finger bones rising up out of the darkness and pointing towards some truth best left unspoken. Despereaux closed his eyes. Horse girl, I am not a horse girl. Okay, how many times do I have to fucking... Almost 5 a.m. EST Starboy, please wake up. How many times do I have to explain this? I'm not a horse girl. At most, I went to a white-ass university that was meant for farming with a ton of horse girls. I did not... Easy stop. Despereaux closed his eyes, but it didn't help. He saw as if his eyes were still open, wide the bones, the tufts of hair, the knots of thread, the despair. Haha, exactly. Botticelli laughed as he negotiated the twists and turns. Oh yes, exactly. If what was in front of Despereaux was too horrible to contemplate, the Lord Dump. What followed behind him was, perhaps, even worse. Rats. A happy, hungry, vengeful parade of rats, their noses up in the air, sniffing, sniffing. My ex-bestie. Don't get me. No, we're not gonna get started on that. I need to fucking finish the book, dude. First of all, my throat's getting tired. Secondly, I have a place to be tomorrow. Okay. Mouse, sang out one rat joyfully. Get started? Absolutely not. Yes. Oh yes, mouse, agreed another. But something else, too. Soup, called out another rat. Yes, soup, the others agreed. How I got my Osu tablet, bro. We don't have to get into the groomer situation. Blood, sang a rat. Blood, they all agreed together. And then they sang, Here, mousy, mousy, mousy. Here, little mousy. Botticelli called out to the other rats. Mine, he said. This little treasure is all mine, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. It said sing. Mousy, mousy, mousy. Please, I beg you, do not infringe on my discovery. Mr. Remorso, said Despereaux. He turned and looked behind him and saw the rats. Shut the fuck up, audio! Looked behind him and saw the rats, their red eyes and their smiling mouths. He closed his eyes again. He kept them closed. Mr. Remorso, he shouted. Yes, said Botticelli. I've changed. That's crazy. Mr. Remorso, said Despereaux. And he was crying now. He couldn't help it. Please, the princess. Tears, shouted the rats. Thank you, Fire. Unshrimp. Oh, should we try to see if we can get a crack now? Did that get picked up? Old. So old. So old and crusty, dude. Tears, shouted the rats. We smell tears, Mousy. We do. Please, shouted Despereaux. Also, this is a picture. Insert picture. Like a little Despereaux holding onto the back of this stupid fucking rat. Botticelli. 不要，你要我说中文又用了。Fork drawing 是我吗？你真的感觉我是一个小老鼠吗？ Also PSA stop yelling。哎呀，我的妈妈就真的会来我都叫我一个咋说 ？You kiss your mother with that mouth. Fuck my mom. Don't fuck my mom. Fuck except fuck her. 操你妈，操我妈。Fucking. Also, my nail popped off. What the fuck? I thought we were gonna stream the removal process, but this just kind of like expedited it. What the fuck, dude? That shit just fucking popped up. That's crazy. You've never redeemed this. Told you the me. You shit. Do you actually not want it? You're the real 1%er, Andres. That's crazy. Spending things on, spending your eggs on things that you don't actually want. Say it. Fucking. You're such a good boy, Andres. Rats are gonna eat all that? Ugh. Little friend, said Botticelli. Little Despereaux tilling. No! No! I promised you, and I will keep that promise. The rat stopped. Look ahead of you, he said. What do you see? Despereaux opened his eyes. Light, he said. Exactly, said Botticelli. Light. Why do all of you have so many points, guys? I can't fucking believe this. Why do you guys have so many points, man? I should really disappear for 2 years. For real, for real. Again. Ain't no way you guys have fucking points on the asshole, dude. I should really stop. I should really stop streaming, man. I should really stop streaming. Mazo, did you have a song in mind? If I know it, I'll try my best to sing it. But if I don't, I'm just gonna go into my backlog. Botticelli. Botticelli. Okay, low key though. Low key, I have to. Just anything will be fine. I gotta pee. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Hope fork pisses. I cannot believe this. Anything is fine. Anything is fine. How is because you just don't understand. You just don't comprehend my capabilities. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna sing fucking Careless Whisper. Everyone just believed you till I spoke the truth. Well, I literally fucking piss. I don't know what to say, dude. I fucking piss, okay? $50K in the last 5 streams. That's crazy. True 1%er. True 1%er moment. Not no more. It's time to pause. Cheeto Puffbags, thanks for the follow. Oh yes. Oh yes. Fake ass. I feel so unsure as I take your hand and lead you to the dance floor. As the music dies, Something in your eyes calls to mind a silver screen and all its sad goodbyes. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh, he's a fanboy. Time can never mend. Deadpool, the song? The careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is all you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Neat, what do you think? Me or you? Fork just cause you're a misogynist. Square up, dude. Of course you get bullied more. Tonight the music seems so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever. But now who's gonna dance with me? Please stay. I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm, though it's easy to pretend. I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. RE5. Okay, listen, the reason why I might sound like I have no rhythm is because for some reason there's a microphone delay. This is pure fucking cope, by the way. That you're gone. Now that you're gone. Now that you're gone. So wrong, so wrong that you had to leave me alone. Ba-ba-da-ah. Ooh, this song is so good. Ah. Ba-ba-da-ah. Ba-ba-da-ah. Do you? I try my best, ba-da-da-ah. Stop yapping, really mad. Okay, back to the fucking, where the fuck did my jazz go? There we go. Okay, chapter 49. What do you want, Migso? Again, reader, we must go backward before we can go forward. We must consider for a moment what had occurred with the rat and the serving girl and the princess down in the dungeon before Despereaux made his way to them. Say her name? I really don't want to. Never sang Gold Digger, but that's like a song that would get me cancelled so fast. So fast. What happened was this. Rosciuro led the P and Mig deep into the dungeon to a hidden chamber, and there he directed Mig to put the princess in chains. Gore, said Mig. She's going to have a hard time learning her lessons if she's all chained up like. Do as I say, said Rosciuro. Not a known racist, guys? I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. Maybe, said Mig. Before I lock her up, her and me could switch outfits, so we could start in already with her being me and me being a princess. Oh yes, said Oscuro. Certainly. A wonderful idea, Miss Miggs. Princess, take off your crown and give it to the serving girl. I try my best. I try my best. It's shut the fuck up. The pea sighed and took off her crown and handed it to Mig. And Mig put it on, and it slid immediately right down her small head and came to rest quite painfully on her poor, abused ears. Hey, Creme, do you and Neat multiple times? Okay, but Andres, at least you can roll your R's. Man. It's a biggish thing, she said, and painful like. Well, well, said Oscuro. How do I look? Mig asked, smiling at him. Ridiculous, he said. Laughable. Mig stood, blinking back tears. You mean I don't look like a princess? She said to the rat. I mean, said Oscuro, you will never look like a princess, no matter how big a crown you put on your tiny head. You look exactly like the fool you are and always will be. Now make yourself useful and chain the princess up. Dress time is over. What a fucking dick, man. Mig sniffed and wiped at her eyes and then bent to look at the pile of chains and locks on the floor. And now, princess, he said, I'm afraid that the time for your truth has arrived. I will now tell you what your future holds. As you consigned me to darkness, so I consign you, too, to a life spent in the dungeon. Mig looked up. Ain't she going upstairs to be a servant maid? Starboy was like the winter sun, late. Starboy 是跟着冬天的太阳一样，晚了。I said it, bro. I said it. It sucks that we don't have any other Mandarin speaker in chat that can like confirm at the very least that I try my best. Also, 10 out of 10 still. Mig looked up. Ain't she going upstairs to be a servant maid? No, said Roscuro. Ain't I going to be a princess then? No, said Roscuro. But I want to be a princess. No, no one, said Roscuro, cares what you want. Listen, that's not something that I can fix. I can't believe that you've noticed this. As you know, reader, Migso had heard the sentiment expressed many times in her short life. But now, in the dungeon, it hit her full force. The rat was right. No one cared what she wanted. No one ever had cared. My face is showing. I'm about to fucking expose my head real quick. No one had ever cared. And perhaps, worst of all, no one would care. I want, cried Mig. Shh, said the princess. Shut up, said the rat. I want, sobbed Mig. I want. What do you want, Mig? The princess said softly. These fucking rats. Shouted Mig. What do you want, Migso? The princess shouted. Don't ask her that, said Oscuro. Shut up. But it was too late. The words had been said. The question at last had been asked. The world stopped spinning, and all of creation held its breath, waiting to hear what it was that Migso wanted. I want, said Mig. Yes, shouted the pea. I want my ma, cried Mig into the silent, waiting world. I want my ma. Oh, said the princess. She held out her hand to Mig. Mig took hold of it. Pray, no. I want my mother too, said the princess softly, and she squeezed Mig's hand. The server fucks a lot, holy shit. Yeah, that's something that you can have on your Hinge profile. I'm a professional CSGO surfer. You'd get so many bitches. She squeezed Mig's hand. Stop it, shouted Oscuro. Chain her up! Gore, said Mig. I ain't gonna do it. You can't make me do it. Haven't had to date. That's the picture. That is the P, Princess P, comforting poor old Mig. Yo, that's Fork. Yeah, because I'm always sad. I'm always sad. I got the knife, don't I? She took the knife and held it up. If you have any sense at all, said Roscuro, and I heartily doubt that you do, you will not use that instrument on me. Really mad. Without me, you will never find your way out of the dungeon, and you will starve to death here. Or worse. Gore, said Mig, then lead us out now, or I will chop you up into little bits. No, said Roscuro. The princess shall stay here in the darkness, and you, Mig, will stay with her. But I want to go upstairs, said Mig. I'm afraid that we are stuck here, shouted the princess. This is untrue, okay? Dude, I wish my name was different, low-key, because the number of times the number of times that people in fucking Valorant e-boys, man, they're some different breed. They're always like, hey Raven, are you taken? And it's just like, I just want to claw my eyes out, bro. Claw my ears out. Pull a fucking Uzumaki and tweak. Your cardboard 5. Are you? Insert that one time that lady, that fucking girl, she was like, are you lesbian? Princess looks like a minor, and then is this rat a pedo or makes Princess be the Shultakan? This princess does. Also, you're asking too many questions. I'm afraid that we are stuck here. Mig, shouted the princess. The lesbian arc was funny, guys. I cannot fucking believe this. I'm not lesbian. I am in fact not lesbian. Unless the rat has a change of heart and decides to lead us out. She's bi, therefore I do not exist. Bye. There will be no changes of heart, said Roscuro. None. Gore, said Mig, and she lowered the knife. And so the rat and the princess and the serving girl sat together in the dungeon. Shit. As outside the castle, the sun rose and moved through the sky and sank to the earth again, and night fell. They sat together until the candle had burned out, and another had to be lit. They sat together in the dungeon. They sat and sat. And reader, truthfully, they might be sitting there still, if a mouse had not arrived. Okay, chapter 50, in which the princess says his name. Princess, Despereaux shouted. Princess, I have come to save you. The Princess P heard her name. She looked up. Despereaux, she whispered. And then she shouted it. Despereaux. Reader, nothing is sweeter in this sad world when the sound of someone you love. Than the sound of someone you love calling your name. Nothing. For Despereaux, the sound was worth everything. His lost tale, his trip to the dungeon, and back out of it and back into it again. If you say so, Kate. This reader guy again. Really mad. He ran towards the princess. Dude, that shit actually jump scared me. I was not expecting that to be the first thing that I hear. He ran towards the princess, but Roscuro, baring his teeth, blocked the mouse's way. The princess cried, Oh no, rat, please, don't hurt him. He is my friend. Mig said, Don't worry, princess. I will save the Misi. She took the kitchen knife. She aimed to cut the rat's head, but she missed her mark. Whoopsie, said Mig so. Man, what a fucking useless ass. Useless ass motherfucker. Chapter 51. What is that smell? Ow! Screamed Roscuro. He turned to look at where his tail had been, and as he did, Despereaux drew his needle and placed the sharp tip of it right where the heart should be. When a woman is in a book. Don't move, said Despereaux. I will kill you. Neat mention? Neat mention. Biggest Coke endorser. They're missing out, dude. He would bring in so much money for sponsorships and shit. Ha ha ha. Botticelli laughed from the sidelines. Exactly. He slapped his tail on the floor in approval. Absolutely delightful. A mouse is going to kill a rat. Their bottom line is in shambles for real. This is much better than I anticipated. I love it when mice come to the dungeon. Anyways, that's Roscuro. And that's Despereaux. Look how fucking tiny he is. Teeny tiny. Guess we're enemies now. Another person bites the dust and gains audio as their hater. Let me see, said the other rats, pushing and shoving. Stand back, Botticelli told them, still laughing. Let the mouse do his work. Despereaux held the trembling needle against Roscuro's heart. The mouse knew that as a knight, it was his duty to protect the princess. But would killing the rat really make the darkness go away? Despereaux bowed his head ever so slightly, and as he did so, his whiskers brushed against the rat's nose. Roscuro sniffed. What is that smell? He asked. Mousy blood, shouted one rat. Blood and bones, shouted another. You're smelling tears, said Botticelli. Tears and thwarted love. Exactly. Hop on Valor real quick? Absolutely not. Exactly, said Roscuro. And yet, there's something else. He sniffed again, and the smell of soup crashed through his soul like a great wave, bringing with it the memory of light, the chandelier, the music, the laughter, everything. All the things that were not, would never, could never be available to him as a rat. You didn't check though? I don't remember what it was, to be fair. I think I had the katana and what was it? Also Oni Vandal. Honestly, like good decent skins, but I'm not copying anything anyway, so like what's the point of me checking? Soup, moaned Roscuro, and he began to cry. Boo! Shouted Botticelli. Hissed the other rats. You have only Phantom, you hate it. I feel like if I bought it when I first started playing Valorant, I would have gotten bored of it. What's my top 5 soups? Ooh, miso soup is up there. Kimchi soup is up there. I do like a good baked potato and tomato soup. And okay, baked potato. Fuck, dude, no, shut up, let me think. Kimchi jjigae, miso soup, baked potato, tomato, and I think the last one could be broccoli cheddar. Top 5 pastas: cavatappi, fusilli, fucking the bow ties. I forgot what they're called. Regular spaghetti is goated. You like the Kuronami set? Speaking of Kuronami, I do have the Vandal. It's the one skin that I bought in like recent memory, to be honest. Roasted pepper soup. Ooh, that also sounds pretty good. I do love soup. Kill me, said Roscuro. He fell down before Despereaux. It's an easy fix, okay? It's an easy fix. He fell down before Despereaux. It will never work. All I wanted was some light. That's why I brought the princess here. Really. Just for some beauty. Some light of my own. Please, shouted Botticelli. Do kill him. He's a miserable excuse for a rat. No, Despereaux, said the princess. Don't kill him. Despereaux lowered his needle. He turned and looked at the P. Top 5 Dishonor games 1 and 2. And then, 1, 2, and then the fucking 1 DLC, Knife of Dunwall, Brickmore Witches, and then the last one has gotta be Dishonor 2 DLC. That's it. Dishonor 1, Dishonor 1, Dishonor 1. Despereaux lowered his needle. He turned and looked at the P. Ooh, shouted Botticelli again. Kill him! Kill him! All this goodness is making me sick. I've lost my appetite. Gore, shouted Mig, waving her knife. I'll kill him. No, wait, said the princess. You looking at the piss? Roscuro, she said to the rat. What? He said. Tears were falling out of his eyes and creeping down his whiskers and dripping onto the dungeon floor. And then the princess took a deep breath and put a hand on her heart. Do I have a favorite font? Anything that's not fucking Times New Roman, dude. I fucking hate Times New Roman. I think Calibri is up there. Stop stalling. I saw a Vietnamese restaurant with Comic Sans in their logo, that shit fucking threw me off, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? I think, reader, that she was feeling the same thing that Despereaux had felt when he was faced with his father begging him for forgiveness. That is, he was aware. You're this good at stalling, motherfucker. It's because I don't ignore chat messages, man. That is, P was aware suddenly of how fragile her heart was, how much darkness was inside it, fighting, always, with a light. She did not like the rat. She would never like the rat, but she knew what she must do to save her own heart. And so, here are the words that the princess spoke to her enemy. She said, Roscuro, would you like some soup? The rat sniffed. Don't torment me, he said. I promise you, said the princess, that if you lead us out of here, I will get cook to make you some soup, and you can eat it in the banquet hall. Speaking of eating, shouted one of the rats, give us the mousey. Fuck, dude, I can't believe I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, bro. It was not a thing in Canada. Stop stalling. Yeah, shouted another, hand over the mouse. Who would want him now, said Botticelli. The flavor of him will be ruined. All that forgiveness and goodness. Ugh. I, for one, am leaving. Soup in the banquet hall? Roscuro asked the princess. Yes, said the P. Really? Truly, I promise. Gore, shouted Mig. Soup is illegal. But soup is good, said Despereaux. Yes, said the P. Isn't it? Starboard, please. The princess bent down before the mouse. You are my knight, she said to him, with a shining needle. And I am so glad that you found me. Let's go upstairs. Let's eat some soup. And reader, they did. Did I ever watch movies or was it? Okay, chapter 52, Happily Ever After. Guys, we're almost done. We're on page 266 out of 267. But the question you want answered, I know, is did they live happily ever after? Yes and no. What of Roscuro? Did he live happily ever after? Well, the Princess P gave him free access to the upstairs of the castle, and he was allowed to go back and forth from the darkness of the dungeon to the light of the upstairs. But alas, he never really belonged in either place. The sad fate, I'm afraid, of those whose hearts break and then mend in crooked ways. But the rat, in seeking forgiveness, did manage to shed some small light, some happiness, into another life. The sad fate of a rat. Also, I need 2x reading. I'm gonna be so for real, guys. Like I'm reading at one time speed right now, and it's How? Roscuro, reader, told the princess about the prisoner who had once owned a red tablecloth, and the princess saw to it that the prisoner was released. And Roscuro led the man up out of the dungeon, and to his daughter, Mig So. Mig, as you might have guessed, did not get to be a princess, but her father... I just don't like ESL. I do. My parents are one, but do I like my parents? Probably not. Mig, as you might have guessed, did not get to be a princess, but her father, to atone for what he had done, treated her like one for the rest of his days. And what of Despereaux? Did he live happily ever after? Well, he did not marry the princess, if that is what you mean by happily ever after. Even in a world as strange as this one, a mouse and a princess cannot marry. But reader, they were friends. And they were. Together they had many adventures. Those adventures, however, are another story, and this story, I'm afraid, must now draw to a close. No shit, Kate. But before you leave, reader, imagine this. Imagine an adoring king and a glowing princess, a serving girl with a crown on her head, and a rat with a spoon on his, all gathered around a table in a banquet hall. In the middle of the table, there is a great kettle of soup. Sitting in the place of honor, right next to the princess, is a very small mouse with big ears. And peeking out from behind a dusty velvet curtain, looking in amazement at the scene before them, are 4 other mice. Mon Dieu, look, says Antoinette. He lives, and he seems such the happy mouse. Forgiven, whispers Lester. Cripes, says Furlough. Unbelievable. Just so, says the Threadmaster Hovis, smiling. Just so. And reader, it is just so, isn't it? The end. Okay, it's time to find someone to raid. JK, who would be 5 a.m. is insane. They're either not North American or they're all gremlins like the rest of us. Okay, anyways, so this is just what I do to peel off the nail polish, and easy as that, dude. This is the power of a fucking peel off base coat. It's so OP. Full screen. Full screen. Definitely a gremlin, 100%. It's okay, we're all gremlins here. I am a wage cuck during the day. During the weekdays, I mean. And then fucking... fucking, what the fuck am I doing on the weekends, bro? Fucking over my sleep schedule like this as if I have any semblance of it. No brain rot? Okay. Sure. Close that. Oh god, dude, I'm fucking... Oh, the light! Anyways, yeah, this is just what I do. You just get your nail under it and then you peel it off. And it's easy peasy, bro. It's so easy. So easy. Secondhand. Yeah, true. What is sleep? To be honest, like I wish I could go back to fucking using regular polish, dude. The number of times that basically like I have two hands, the elusive left hand. The number of times that like people point out, like they know that I work in food, and then they're like, "Why do you have nail polish on?" My parents especially, they're like, "Why do you have nail polish on?" Well, like, why do you enjoy using nail polish and blah blah blah? Like you shouldn't have that on. But it's like, for me, genuinely, it's become a hobby that I enjoy now. So like, I wish people would shut the fuck up because I know what to do in order to have, you know, things that are appropriate for the workplace. Anyways, little staining check, because last time that I used a blue color, it stained the fuck out of my nails. We're doing pretty good, dude. Not sickly at all. Healthy nails. Good job. Ka-chow. Look at this fucking, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? I spoke facts, and you guys call me a liar. White woman. Is anyone online right now? There are people in my follow list who are online right now. That's crazy. They're not North American, most of them. Need going live again? He should play Half-Life 2. Or Half-Life, what was it? Half-Life Alex? Yeah, 2.5 hours. New record for real, for real. What if we pull a neat and just not raid anyone? We could just call it a night. Hop on Valo? I cannot. I have to go call. Void raid? Absolutely not. I did that twice already. I can't believe it happened twice. I'm such a fucking bozo. Also, rest in peace, Starvoid. His fucking counter once again has to start from 0. I'm not gonna raid Starvoid, dude. I'm not gonna rub salt into the wound. Raid an Australian, a very, very energetic Australian. What the fuck is Mass Effect Legendary Edition? Yeah, you guys tried your best. Such a fucking zoomer. Yo, true. Her model is cute. It is very, very cute. Imagine having a fucking 2D, 3D model, dude. Could not be me. Guys, you ain't raiding. I'll see you guys on Monday. 07. 07. Rest in peace, Starvoid. You guys tried your hardest. Yeah, Monday. Today is my rest day, guys. I have fucking golf to play and things to do. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching. That's +1 book. That's +1 activity finished on stream. Easy peasy. Glorpo 7. Bye, guys. Bro's going horse riding. Dude, imagine. That shit sounds painful, though. I'm not gonna lie, as I've never... Horse girl bottom... I'm not a horse girl. I'm not a horse girl. I just went to university with a bunch of horse girls, okay? That's different. That's different. Good night.